Thanks for joining us for this look at the best original reporting from KPBS News this week. I'm Maya Trabulsi. Coming up, exploring the science of surfing. At KPBS checks out a new museum that helps us understand one of San Diego's favorite sports. The Padres are back home from Mexico City. We'll recap some of our coverage from a memorable weekend for Major League Baseball. And keeping an eye on law enforcement, KPBS rides along with residents of Southeast San Diego who are united in the cause of police accountability. In just a few days, we'll see a big change at the border. Title 42, which put a major limit on asylum claims during the pandemic, will come to an end. And that means government agencies and humanitarian groups in the U.S. and Mexico are bracing for a rush of people hoping to finally cross into the U.S. KPBS border reporter Gustavo Solis says no one is exactly sure how things will play out.
There are roughly 16,000 vulnerable migrants in Tijuana waiting to enter the U.S. once Title 42 is lifted. We're 11 days from the official end of Title 42, but Tijuana officials don't know how the U.S. plans to process all those people. No one from the federal government has shared their plans with Tijuana.
Sí tenemos un plan en mente.
That's Enrique Lucero. He's head of Tijuana's Migrant Affairs Department. He says Tijuana has a rough plan of what to do on May 11th, but a lot of it depends on logistical questions like how many people will be allowed to cross the border and where. Right now, Lucero doesn't have those answers. He's preparing for the worst.
Se van a salir los migrantes de los albergues y se van a querer formar a la garita.
On May 11th, he expects thousands of migrants to leave their shelters and form a long line outside the port of entry.
Se van a quedar allí.
They will eat there, they will sleep there, they will live there. Lucero says that if the U.S. only allows a couple of hundred migrants to enter the country each day, it will be chaos at the border. Tijuana's migrant shelters are already at capacity, and they expect even more people to come to the border once Title 42 is lifted.
Basically, we're getting prepared, we're constructing to be able to receive more people.
Pastor Albert Rivera runs the Agape Migrant Shelter in Tijuana.
We do know that a lot more immigrants are going to come now that Title 42 is going to be taken away.
About 650 men, women, and children live in the shelter. The kids play soccer all day while their parents cook and get ready for a shot at asylum in the U.S. Rivera says most migrants think that their journey is over once they enter the U.S., but that won't be the case. More than half of all asylum claims are denied, according to federal data. So he's trying to help get them ready to fight their immigration cases in court.
We focus on evidence, documentation, help them with all that. So we tell them, okay, you want to do the things legally, you want to win your case and everything. Focus on the evidence and everything, be a little bit patient.
Once Title 42 is lifted, migrants will go through the expedited removal process. Under expedited removals, migrants will be given a credible fear interview. Those who pass are allowed to pursue asylum claims. Those who fail are deported.
The Biden administration has said it's going to be surging asylum officers and other resources down to the border to carry out these interviews.
Aaron Reichlin-Melnick is policy director at the American Immigration Council, a pro-immigration think tank. He's been following the Biden administration's transition away from Title 42. He says part of the plan is for Latin American countries to stop migrants from reaching the border in the first place. So U.S. officials will open processing centers in Colombia and Guatemala. These are places that migrants can go to see if they're eligible for asylum in the U.S. without having to come all the way to the border. But one major question remains.
For the ports of entry, the big question is what things are going to look like once Title 42 lifts.
Title 42 essentially shut down the asylum process for 3 years. Migrants haven't been able to walk up to the border and request humanitarian protection since March 2020.
That means that asylum seekers really don't know what the situation is going to look like after Title 42 is over on May 11th. And crucially, the U.S. government hasn't indicated what they're going to do either.
KPBS plans to be at the border on May 11th to find out exactly what happens. Gustavo Solis, KPBS News.
A group of San Diegans is putting their differences aside in the name of watching those who are watching them. They're called the Southeast San Diego Accountability Unit, and KPBS reporter Katie Hyson joined them to see why they do this work.
Field interview.
Oh, so you did an FI, okay.
San Diego police data show officers are much more likely to stop and use force on Black and Latino residents than white residents. And KPBS has found that many records of officer misconduct are missing any information on disciplinary action. Some San Diegans are volunteering their free time to create more police accountability. San Diego Police Department did not respond to requests for comment.
My name is Malcolm Mutaki, and I'm a resident of San Diego, a descendant of enslaved Africans in America trying hard to survive.
Mutaki helped form a Cop Watch group about 5 years ago. For decades, there have been Cop Watch groups all over the country.
This is just a continuance of a long, long legacy.
The participants of this one in Southeast San Diego say it's breaking generational curses by crossing deep divides. People who may not otherwise team up, Crips, Bloods, Black Panthers, Muslims, and Christians, all meet on a Thursday night at what used to be called the Four Corners of Death, a notorious site of gang violence.
We got Bloods and Crips out here, so...
They pile into cars together to monitor the police, whose salaries they pay with their taxes. The windows are down. The cars communicate by walkie-talkie. Phone call tips and a police scanner tell them where to go. The mood feels light. They joke and laugh as they search for police stops. I ask them if it's because power in numbers lets them feel comfortable around the police. They're quick to correct me. Michael White says they laugh because they have to.
We're traumatized.
Some of them have criminal records, but they say the trauma is not just from the police. It's that they watch their friends get shot down on a corner one day, and they come back the next with candles and flowers, hanging out like nothing ever happened. Though they're from rival neighborhoods, White says this shared struggle binds them together.
We think we're enemies, but when you really look at it, the police and the system is the real enemy, and we all getting oppressed the same. But we tired of getting shot and killed and locked up for nothing. So we put them differences to the side.
The dozen cop watchers divide roles. Note-takers, recorders, and talkers. They park by stops and approach the scene, maintaining some feet of distance. Their shirts say, "We are not afraid" on the front, and on the back, "Don't shoot, just filming." Cop watcher Karan Field says the simple act of observing, a legal right, changes police behavior.
Now they got some customer service. Now they out there shaking hands and, hey, sorry we had to bother you, but in the state of California,
We stop a few times. At the first stop, police appear to be detaining a man walking in the street. But cop watcher Musla Abdul Hafiz recognizes the man from the community. He says the man is not drunk, but deaf and intellectually disabled, and offers to walk him across the street.
Come on, let's sit down, because they're going to take you till you go back in the street, though. All right?
The cops let him go. At another stop, police question a man whose license they say isn't valid. Mutaki prevents the car from getting impounded by driving the man home himself. Back in the car, I ask the cop watchers.
Are you all ever nervous doing this?
Nah, I'm more nervous for not doing this.
They admit it's risky, especially for those on parole, but say it's worth it. Besides observing stops, Mutaki says they connect people to bail funds, give civil rights trainings, and help people file complaints against the police. Hundreds since the group began. The San Diego Police Department promised 2 years ago to reduce racial disparities in stops. But while the number of stops decreased, racial disparities increased. Katie Hyson, KPBS News.
And that story by Katie Hyson and video journalist Roland Lizarrando is getting a lot of attention on KPBS YouTube page, and that is where you can find all of our in-depth feature reporting and live stream episodes of KPBS Evening Edition, weeknights at 5. Teachers at Gompers Prep in Choyas View have been part of the San Diego Education Association since 2019, but some say they were forced to join, and now they want out. KPBS education reporter MG Perez has the story.
This is the Gompers Preparatory Academy class of 2023. The public charter school has a 100% graduation rate, and 36 of these students have already been given scholarships to attend UC San Diego in the fall. Those are major achievements for children who grew up here in the Choias View neighborhood. 18 years ago, parents and educators came together to convert what they considered a failing public school into a successful charter campus.
It is a unique school. You have to know what you want to do, and if it's kids first, you win.
Cindy Ornelas has been teaching 6th grade math and science at Gompers the past 8 years. She is leading a group of her fellow educators who do not want to be part of a union and want to return to the freedom and flexibility of the charter school they believe in.
The union has just been divisive and instigate trouble when they can, and so a lot of people are intimidated by that.
Fighting for students! Fighting for students! And for education!
In 2019, the San Diego Education Association, which represents teachers in San Diego Unified, got enough support at Gompers Prep to convince a majority of the teaching staff to join. Almost since that beginning, a group has been fighting for decertification from the union. Last week, the California Public Employment Relations Board, known as PERB, gave the go-ahead for a decertification vote by mail-in ballot starting May 10th. Valerie Campos represents all the Gompers teachers who want to keep the union and will vote no to decertify.
There were things that needed to happen with our working conditions to improve in order for us to be able to attract and retain teachers. And I know that there's a teacher shortage. I understand that, but I also know that we have 23 vacancies, and that is detrimental for student learning.
The teachers union is in negotiations with San Diego Unified right now for a new contract that includes demands for higher wages and more support staff. The Gompers teachers are included, but if they vote to decertify, they would be left on their own. The Gompers negotiations are being done directly with the charter school management team. And while the clock continues ticking on that, teachers here have until June 6 to mail in their vote, whether they stay with SDEA or go. MG Perez, KPBS News.
And a bit later, we'll have a story on fascinating research on elephant seals off of our coast. It's one of the several stories on wildlife getting a lot of views this week at kpbs.org. And one of those is the work happening at East County's Lions, Tigers, and Bears Sanctuary to help a tiger that was found abandoned in Oklahoma. Also, our story about Russian domesticated foxes and how they're being trained in Santa Isabel to someday help with search and rescue work. There's also heavy interest in local short-term rentals and some of the complaints that are popping up as a new licensing rule takes effect. It's been quite a week for the San Diego Padres. This weekend features the first series against the rival LA Dodgers since last year's playoff run. There was also the return of Fernando Tatis Jr. to Petco Park. But as Jacob Ayer reports, last weekend's trip to Mexico City provided lasting memories for fans in both countries.
It was a long way from Petco Park.
Go Padres!
In a number of ways. From the stadium at more than 7,000 feet above sea level to the food and culture of Mexico's capital. Fans from all over the two countries and media from all over the world were there to watch, including Mexico City resident Alex Garcia and his friends.
It means so much because here in Mexico City, baseball I think is growing so much. There are so many leagues here in Mexico, and so much people wants to play more.
Many people from across San Diego County also made the trip, with a large majority flying out of Tijuana, including Oceanside resident Fabiola Rodriguez, who says she feels proud.
Even to try to get from the airport of Tijuana, it was so packed, and just seeing so many Padres fans, I was like, wow, this is amazing. And I hope, that they continue doing games out here.
The atmosphere of the games was thrilling. Both on the field with a barrage of home runs.
To right field and deep, and that ball is gone.
And in the stands with sombreros, mariachi, luchador masks, and loud celebrations. Garcia says the best way to describe it is one big party.
You hear the chorus of all the people singing the song, at the same time, for example. Also, so much people is dancing around all the ballpark. It's like they put a song and everybody's like dancing and singing and things like that. I think that's very cool here in Mexico.
Fans supporting a wide range of MLB and Mexican baseball teams filled the sold-out Estadio Alfredo Arpelu, but the majority were in Padres colors, specifically the team's yellow, pink, and teal City Connect jerseys, inspired by Baja California.
This is my people, man. It takes me back to when I first broke into the business.
The games attracted celebrities from both countries, including Chula Vista's own WWE wrestler, Rey Mysterio Jr. He called the Padres the team of Mexico.
So coming here and supporting my Padres, my home team, who I saw play when I was a kid. My dad used to take me to the games all the time. It's very emotional, man. It's very, very cool. It's a dope feeling.
Faviola's father and Tijuana resident Juan Rodriguez says this series is a tipping point for the Padres and baseball as a whole in Mexico. He and many other Mexican fans want to see this type of special event happen more often
Mexico, Mexico, Mexico.
in other cities throughout their home country.
Tijuana's the other half from the Padres. If they make another game over there, all the people are gonna be happy because over there's a lot of people Padres fans.
But for now, he and his cross-border family have their Mexico City memories.
And he drives one to left field. Haniger going back at the wall. Padres go back to back.
Jacob Ayer, KPBS News.
A state treasure is celebrating its 100th birthday, the Ramona Outdoor Play. It's a story of early California and the suffering of indigenous people. KPBS reporter Kitty Alvarado tells us while it may be 100 years old, its message is timeless.
Every year, more than 300 volunteers of all colors, backgrounds, and ages come together to travel back in time. The late 1800s, when local Native people weren't treated as though they were created equal. But this is no ordinary play or love story. I love you, Alessandro. It's a saga set in the days when Temecula belonged to the native Luiseño people. On this day, nearly 4,000 fourth graders are getting their history lesson at Hemet's Natural Amphitheater that was once a sacred Native American site.
This is a tradition for over 60 years. We have a special performance for the fourth graders of the Hemet San Jacinto Valley. They're studying California history.
Dennis Anderson is the artistic director of the Ramona Outdoor Play. He tells us it's not only the official play of California.
It is the longest running outdoor drama in the history of the United States, April 1923 to April 2023.
The play is based on the novel Ramona by Helen Hunt Jackson. It intertwines fictional elements with the real horrors of history. The eviction and razing of a native Luiseño village in Temecula at the hands of a posse riding with the sheriff of San Diego County.
Even the graveyard in Temecula has been destroyed.
And these are images of the real Ramona. She was captured weeping at the grave of her husband, Juan Diego. He was murdered for stealing a horse. Like many locals, Anderson's family has made the play a family tradition for 3 generations.
My family moved here in 1956, and my dad was in the chorus by April, and it became part of our life every spring. It's made me, I won't say a better person, but I understand much more the terrible suffering of Native Americans.
And that's why almost 50 bird singers and native dancers, mostly from local tribal bands, come together to perform in the show.
It's an honor to come here.
Bird singer Steve Alvarez says their performance sends a message to those who witnessed the rituals handed down for generations.
And this play gives us a chance for our native voice to come out and show people that we're native and no matter what we were through, that we're still strong and we're still here.
Ruth Duran was born and raised in Hemet. She has deep roots in the ancient land.
My great-great-great-great-grandmother was one of the first Indians on the reservation.
Her family has been a part of this play for over a decade.
That's Alexis Lopez, and then her son was the little one in the green.
But this year, she was opposite the stage and part of the staff who came with a 4th grade class. She hopes this living history lesson inspires them to live its message. And she was encouraged by the reactions during the play.
Wow, they got it. Because they're like, wow, the Indians were treated bad. We didn't know that.
Kayla Contreras has played Ramona for 6 seasons and grew up in Hemet. When she watched the show as a child, she knew she was destined to play Ramona.
And I immediately was drawn to the story, the character, and I told my mom, I said, hey, I'm going to do that one day.
For Contreras, this is more than a performance. It's something she feels in her soul and transcends time.
I can completely take some of those lines out of the show, out of context from the historical aspect of it, but really just feel it here and be like, it's still going on. It's still happening.
I want them all dead. Every white man on this earth dead!
And Eli Santana, who plays Alessandro, is a proud second-generation Mexican-American. He grew up in northern San Diego County. He recently discovered his native roots.
To hear that it came from something and it meant something, and that just growing up in this area was it was just amazing, and I felt like part of something bigger than me.
He says Ramona's message is universal and somehow remains relevant 100 years later.
We're going to do a time capsule for 100 years, and I hope that it's going just as strong. But hopefully it was. It's more of a reminder of when people were less tolerant and not something that is ringing true.
This is about love. It's about Ramona's love for her husband, for her baby, for her people. There's a very serious message, and there's a kind of a tragic ending. But this is California.
Kitty Alvarado, KPBS News.
And we wrap up with stories about our ocean, from catching waves to catching some Z's. First, here's KPBS North County reporter Alexander Nguyen, who recently visited a new exhibit in Oceanside that reveals some of the science behind surfing.
Good morning, Scott Bass here with your surf report.
Longtime listeners of KPBS depend on Scott Bass's daily report to see if the waves are good that day. But have you wondered how those reports are so accurate? A new exhibit at the California Surf Museum in Oceanside delves into the science of surfing, which includes a look at how waves are formed and how they can be forecast.
This long tapestry here shows from when you get a lot of storms that generates waves. The waves come through, and then they build and build.
Jim Kempton is the Surf Museum's president. He says the exhibit was funded by a grant from the city of Oceanside.
So the science of surfing has a number of different components. One of them is about the shape of the shoreline, and whether it's a reef or a beach break or a cobblestone point. And all of those have different properties in terms of how waves break. So you learn about why the waves break certain ways in different places.
Kempton says the exhibit showcases all elements of STEAM education. That is, science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics.
Ask any surfer and they would tell you that surfing is an art, but it's also a science, as this exhibit shows you. For example, why a local surf spot is such a good spot to catch those waves.
There are exhibits showcasing how math can make you a better surfer, as well as the engineering marvel behind the surfboard.
And we talk about the length of a board, the width of a board, the thickness and volume, the concave, the rocker, the rails, the nose and tail, and the fin placement. If you have a board that you want to be really fast, you have a different kind of shape. If you have a board that's made for really big waves or really small waves, you'll design a different board.
The exhibit is on display through the end of the year, and the museum is open from 10 to 4 p.m. daily. Alexander Nguyen, KPBS News.
Local scientists are studying the sleep patterns of some of the most distinctive animals that call our ocean home. KPBS SciTech reporter Thomas Fudge tells us more about the research on elephant seals that tells us more about how they survive during their 10 months at sea.
Just like us, elephant seals need to sleep. And being air-breathing mammals that are not buoyant, you may wonder how they manage to sleep when out to sea. Jessica Kendall-Barr was wondering the same thing.
That breath-holding capacity allows them to forage deep below the ocean surface and also to do things like sleep below the ocean surface.
Kendall Barr is a postdoctoral fellow at Scripps Oceanography who did her PhD at UC Santa Cruz. She is the lead author of an article in the journal Science that describes the sleep patterns of elephant seals. She says elephant seals don't sleep like we do at night. Instead, they take lots of 10-minute cat naps.
These elephant seals are sleeping for very short periods of time, and that only adds up to about 2 hours a day for these long foraging trips that last up to 295 days at sea. The other finding is that they actually go into REM sleep.
It's the same full-body paralysis humans achieve during a nighttime rest.
So at that time, they're turning upside down and they're actually falling in this beautiful sleep spiral pattern towards the ocean floor before they wake up at around 300 meters and swim back to the surface.
Kendall Barr worked with an engineer that had created a device that can monitor brain activity in animals to find out if they actually are sleeping. Dan Costa was one of her advisors at UC Santa Cruz.
She had to take this little neurologger, this little piece of electronics, and get a housing for it. So she designed a housing and then worked with some engineers to build a waterproof housing that she could put that little device in and then attach, I don't know, she told me some 20 or 30 different wires and make all of that work and not leak.
What Kendall Barr learned is not just a scientific discovery. It allows humans to understand where and when seals sleep and then protect them from the disruption of ships at sea.
So I'm interested in sort of working with collaborators who study other true seal species to help identify where these critical resting habitats are.
We've actually done a pretty good job protecting elephant seals. Costa says in the late 19th century there were no more than 25 elephant seals. Now there are more than 200,000. Thomas Fudge, KPBS News.
And we hope that you enjoyed this look at KPBS News this week. I'm Maya Trabulsi. Thanks for joining us.